Why the UK thinks Europe hates us. Every May, Britain asks the same question. Does Europe actually hate us? Because if you watched only the Eurovision, you'd probably think the answer was yes. We've finished last 5 times, and those infamous nil point moments have become part of the British culture. Every year, the headlines write themselves. Europe snubs the UK again. But here's the strange thing. Researchers who've studied the Eurovision for decades say it isn't that simple. Yes, politics plays a part, so do geography, migration, language and history. Greece regularly votes for Cyprus, and the Nordic countries often vote for each other, as do the Balkans. Voting blocs absolutely do exist, but the evidence doesn't show that Europe has some unique grudge against Britain. In fact, when the UK sends a genuinely outstanding entry, Europe responds. Sam Ryder finished second in 2022, proving that we can still compete. So why do you think Europe hates us? Partly because we remember the humiliations. Everyone remembers nil point. Partly because Britain is a global music powerhouse. We've given the world the Beatles, Adele, Ed Sheeran, and countless others. So when we lose to a song that barely troubles the charts afterwards, it feels impossible to explain. But that's because Eurovision isn't trying to find the next hit. It's rewarding one unforgettable 3-minute live performance. The song that wins on Saturday night isn't always the song that people will still be listening to in 6 months' time. And despite all the arguments, Eurovision might actually be one of Europe's greatest success stories. For one night, 160 million people from dozens of countries, even Australia, they all watched to celebrate each other's cultures and argue about music instead of politics. Britain may not dominate Eurovision anymore, but we still dominate the global music business. The UK is one of the world's biggest music exporters. British artists account for roughly 1 in 10 music streams worldwide, and our music industry contributes around 7.6 billion to the UK economy every year. So maybe Eurovision doesn't prove Europe hates us. Maybe it proves that Eurovision has never really been just about music.